Paltrocast. I'm going to say good morning, although it looks like it's evening by you, so good evening.
Good morning where you are.
Yeah, exactly. How's your day going aside from having to do an interview like this?
It's been a really nice Friday. It's like a chill Friday night in for me. How's your day been?
Nonstop, but good so far, and it's a pleasure to be speaking with you. And am I correct
Anytime.
that The Thrill is the latest single from you? Because I've seen it on your TikTok, I've seen it mentioned on Instagram, and I think that's the latest single.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's my latest single for now.
And how did it work where you used a producer from LA? Were you sending files back and forth, or were you actually in Los Angeles a little bit?
No, we didn't get to go to Los Angeles at the time. It was in the middle of the pandemic. We were making it in around 2020. And it was a 10-minute phone call, much like this one. His name is Peter. He's amazing. And he got it right with like a 10-minute convo. And we immediately loved it afterwards.
Wow, so you've been sitting on this track for a while. So I assume you've been writing and recording a lot in the past couple of years, and you're anxious for it to come out.
For sure. I'm so excited that this one is out.
Do we know when your next single is coming out, or do we just have to keep checking TikTok and Instagram to see?
I think you guys will have to stay tuned.
There you go. So, The Thrill, was that an easy song for you to write?
At the time I was 19 at the time. And it was one of those tracks where you just wanted to like sing to your phone whenever you get an idea. And it
Right.
was one that I scrapped and I kept for a long time until I met the team. And then I was like, oh, you guys, here's a bunch of my stuff. What can we do with it?
Got it. Now, as I've learned from your social media, though, never go through a girl's phone, never go through her notes and all
No,
that, right?
never, 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 never.
So that's a tough one because clearly there's good music in your phone, but we're not supposed to go through it.
You guys will have to scroll through Spotify.
So have you been able to perform The Thrill live?
No, I haven't. I really haven't.
Got it. Are there plans to perform The Thrill live?
Fingers crossed.
Got it. So what made you want to become a singer in the first place?
I've always loved it. It was one of those things where I was lucky enough to know what I wanted ever since I was a toddler. I was getting potty trained when I was like around 2. And my parents would used to play ABBA songs back then. So it was like, I believe in angels while I was on the toilet seat. And I didn't grow out of that. I loved it and I brought it up to now.
So it was specifically ABBA that made you want to do it? Were there particular albums that you heard and you went, this is what I want to do myself?
Oh, actually, when it comes to my inspiration, it's a bunch of different artists. But that was a distinct memory that I had because I remember people singing it around the house, and it was just a very musical household in general.
Did you grow up going to concerts much? Because in Indonesia, we don't get the same tours in the US as you do in Indonesia. But it looks like every major pop star from the UK, US, etc., is touring Indonesia at some point.
At this rate, yes, they are. But way back when I was a kid, not really, no.
Do you remember what your first concert was?
It was a Celine Dion concert.
Really? Do you remember
Yeah,
which tour or era of Celine Dion? Because she had a lot of eras.
I really don't. But she was already in Vegas at that point,
Got it. Have you ever been to Las Vegas before?
before that visit.
In general, so you saw Celine Dion in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. How long is that flight from Indonesia to Vegas, or is there like 6 stops on the way?
There were a lot of stops on the way.
Wow. Okay. So you just mentioned ABBA was an influence, Celine Dion is an influence. Were there any rock influences in what you did?
I pretty much listen to a hodgepodge of a lot of things. I'm sure there are. I love Aerosmith. I love listening to a bunch of different artists all together.
Got
And
it.
I will take different pieces of different artistry in each one to be able to make it my own.
So with future recordings of yours that you're planning on eventually releasing, are they more in the direction of the thrill?
I think it's a diverse spectrum, and I think the next release would be something completely different from the Thrill.
Wow. Okay. Now, having done this, you before you put out the Thrill, you teased on social media, "Hey, a music video is coming." Did you like that approach of going, "Hey, wait, 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 wait," or with the next one, you would you just come out with the music video at the same time?
Hmm. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that one.
There's a lot of waiting and seeing in the world
Sure.
of BRIE. Got it. And when you're not busy with music, where does your free time usually go?
There's not a lot of that lately, but I love reading. I love books. I love learning, so I'm always tinkering with something new every week. Like I'm very much into linguistics. I love I'm it's a spectrum with me again. I like going from one end to the other. I would like extreme sports too. Like I know my family has been training me and my sisters ever since we were little with like at the gun range for fun for like athletic stuff. And I love working out. I love fitness. I love cooking. I love being with my dog. It's living.
Do you associate with a lot of other artists, or do you keep your artist life separate from your real life?
I associate with a lot of different artists. I pretty much see them almost every day in my life. I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by so many creative individuals.
Now, do you have any musical recommendations from the Indonesian music scene that we should be listening to? Because let's face it, we in the States, usually what we listen to is what the top 40 radio tracks are, the top 40 format. I don't know if that's a universal thing. So we don't get to find out, hey, what's great elsewhere in the world unless we really make an effort to.
Oh, and that's fair because top 40 is great. I would love for you guys to check out this band. They're called Manja. Three
Mhm.
guys, pop alternative. They're from Bali. I think you guys would really like them.
I may or may not be interviewing Manja next week.
Oh,
And
cool.
if so, anything you want me to ask them or any inside jokes that I should throw at them to freak them out in the middle of the interview?
Ask James how he feels about balloons.
Okay, we can do that. Well, two quick questions, and then I'll let you go. Because recapping what I've learned so far, this is the new single, but it was started a couple of years ago, so it's new to us. It's not new to you. Um, More music is coming soon, but we don't know when. There will be music videos for for the new music. We don't know when. We're gonna have to wait and see. You go to concerts, you have diverse taste all over the place. You're artistic, you're athletic, etc. But is there something else that you wish that people knew about Brie?
That she is a an onion. She is, and you will meet each and every part of her through her music.
Is that going to be a future song or music video theme? Brie is the onion.
I'm open to it. I would love that. However, I have no plans to, have a cooking show yet. Not yet.
Yet. Well, that's the key word. Yet. Well, Brie,
Keyword. Keyword.
I'm looking forward to the future cooking show, the future music. Eventually, you touring the states. But keep up the great work in the meantime, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Paltrocast.